Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of science of mind principles with engagement and compassion in action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. So good to have everybody here today. What a blessed day to be here and blessed to be in community as always. I'm Reverend Jay, the spiritual director here. A special welcome to you if you happen to be here for the first time or the first time in a while. We so appreciate you being here. We always start our service with music, and Diana Egezi is here to sing with us. So come on up. A little tight in the stage here. Got a full stage today. Let's welcome Diane.
Not that one. Different song.
Is that the right song?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
It's Way of the Heart.
Way of the Heart. You see the whole life flash before you. It's in here somewhere, I know.
I'm trying to keep up with you, but
Not that one. Not
The
that
last one?
It should be in the beginning.
Uh-oh, now we've really messed it up.
Well, how about I could also just sing it. All right. So we sing, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Try that one. Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart, let the way says, love upon love upon love. Love upon love upon love. All hearts are beating as one. All hearts are beating as one. Light upon light upon light. Light upon light upon light. Shining as bright as the sun. Shining as bright as the sun. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart shine through. Let the way. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart. Let the way of the heart shine through.
You did great without the lyrics. Way to go. I could feel that. It's such a sweet connection through chanting. So thank you so much for being willing to dive into that. So you make me lose my words. You're like, what am I talking about up here? So we like to begin our service with our vision and mission statement. If you'll look up on your screen and read with me. We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. And so it is. I even affirmed this on a night when maybe we got an hour less sleep last night. Some of you might have been really smart and gone to bed an hour early. I don't know about that, but most of us aren't that smart. But it will adjust in time. I understand that Canada, this is the last time they're going to change their time. I don't know why Canadians are smarter than we are, but you know. Absolutely. So this month we continue to celebrate Women's History Month and acknowledge all that they've done in civically, politically, business-wise, technology-wise, science-wise, education-wise. Just it's innumerable the advances. And especially we honor those who have been spiritual leaders that have been an influence on this faith. Emma Curtis Hopkins and teachers that had such a deep impact on this, that they found a home in this faith when other faiths wouldn't allow women to be leaders. And so they rose up in leadership and authorship and were able to access their wisdom, and they also found a place where people would listen to the wisdom they had. Emily Cady and other people like that, Myrtle Fillmore. And so we continue to honor that because we would not be where we are at today if it wasn't for the women teachers and writers and mystics as well. So we honor that in every way. We honor the civic rights too that they have done, advanced us, that made us all pay attention to more how, not only how women are treated, but all people who have been oppressed or suppressed, and makes us more aware to make sure that we all have rights, everybody. So thank you. The pro-inclusion meeting this month got postponed till April, so there's not a meeting this week, but there will be a meeting on April 14th. And then I want to let you know that we tend to do things in terms of seasons. So, you know, we had the winter class and the winter activities. Well, suddenly spring has sprung forth both with the time and the amount of announcements we have. So we do have an announcement sheet. So please follow the announcement sheet. Take it home with you. Put it on your fridge or wherever you put things. And also, you can always find things online because there's going to be more things today than you're going to be able to keep up with. But put on your seatbelt and be ready. Here we go. So spring equinox on Friday, March 20th. Now, what's exciting this year is we are both doing one in person in the sanctuary here. Virginia and I will be leading one in here with a ritual. We were really excited about it, some singing and chanting and things like that, but also a completely separate but at the same time event for people online. Either you can't make it here some people don't like driving in the dark, some people are far away. Either way, you can join online with Rob and another practitioner, Devin Delaney. Rob is a practitioner here. Devin's a practitioner in, I don't know, I think Riverside or Simi Valley. I can't remember which, but in Southern California. But she's amazing because she does sound baths, and there will be a sound bath online that's part of the ritual. And here's Rob talking about it.
Good morning, NVCSL beloveds. Practitioner Rob Ward here, inviting you to a simultaneous spring equinox celebration on Zoom, March 20th at 7 p.m. My fellow practitioner and ministerial student friend, Devin Sophia Delaney, will be co-presenting this interactive workshop celebrating the coming of spring, what's rising up within us. We look forward to seeing you there.
We don't publish the Zoom on our website because we don't want random people joining us who are not part of our community, even our online community. So if you are interested in doing it on Zoom, register out in the courtyard today at the information table, or for the one that's here in person, or email nvcsl1237@gmail.com. That email is on the website, so you can just email that, and we will get the link out to you the week of that service and send a text out as well. We just need to send it out to the select group because we don't want it to be randomly selected by people that don't have the highest and best intents during that service. It's a sacred thing. We want to keep it sacred. So that's it. Then the very next day, our own practitioner, Shauna Marshall, is doing a workshop called Spring Cleaning, Harnessing the Energy of the Fire Horse. And here is Shauna to talk about it. And you need a microphone. Sorry, Dawn didn't need one, but you do. Here, let me get that for you.
Thank you.
Crowded stage.
Good morning. Woo. So, I would love it, I would be so thrilled if you would join us on the first day of spring for a global moment of collective intention. We are going to connect with people all over the world, and I have the peace walk slide for me. For a moment of peace, millions will gather to chant 4 simple words: peace, love, unity, and respect. And we will be opening the workshop with this meditation, with this grounding, and then we will go into resetting the cosmic clock for renewal, starting fresh, a new cycle to tune up self-care rituals. Together we'll examine what's working, what's not. We're going to create a new I Am template for the year. And each participant will leave with a custom ritual kit, candles, crystals, and aromatherapy to take home and create an intentional space. So we're going to explore different self-care techniques, Reiki, breath work, aromatherapy, sacred geometry, a whole host of stuff packed into 3 little hours on the first day of spring.
And they get all of that for $25?
Oh, yes,
What
$25.
a deal.
But please don't let that stop you.
If it's too much.
Yeah, a sliding scale fee would just cover the cost of the ritual kit, and we're good with that. But I really hope you'll join us. It's going to be a very spiritual and fun experience.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Let's give Shauna a round of applause. And then also the very next weekend after that, I know St. Patrick's Day is between that, like on the 17th or something like that. But we're going to call Sunday the 22nd our St. Patrick's Day because Reverend Janet Garvey Stanvik is going to be here, and it was always one of her favorite holidays. So what I want you to do in honor of Reverend Janet is to wear green that day, okay? As much green as you want to, and it'll be a fun day for her to have her here back. For those who don't know, she was the former minister here, was here for 17 years. She is emeritus now, living in Southern California, and she's coming up here for a variety of things, but mainly to be here with you. So that'll be on March 22nd. Tied in with that, she's also coming up for a memorial service that she's leading for Connie Millimaki. Connie was a long-time member here, a beloved member here, and her service is going to be at Crosswalk Community Church. I'm not sure the time yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. But this is was at our blessing of our peace pole many years ago. But we honor her and everything we do. And if you're interested in that, let me know about the timing. As soon as I know, or Reverend Janet lets me know, I'll let you know. And then in April, that was just March. So now here comes April. Easter's in April, so we have a series of, I did mention that when the weekend before, March 29th is Palm Sunday, and Calvin Johnson's going to be here, so that'll be a nice event. And then we have Metaphysical Communion on April 3rd, our Easter service on April 5th, a soul collage workshop on April 11th, that next week, and Ann House is here somewhere. I saw her. Ann's here. So she is there a registration out on the information table? Okay. It'll be at the Senior Center, not here, but $30. I've done this process with her. It's a beautiful way, so consider that. Sign up at the information table. And then also we have a new class starting on April 17th called Consciousness and Creative Process, which blends the writing of Wendy DeRosa and Julie Cameron. It'll be an amazing class, 6 weeks class. I think we'll have a lot of fun. It does have a cost of $120, but scholarships are available. So sign up at the information table as well. And then probably we go into May. See, I'm telling you, this is a whole string of things here. May is our Sip and Savor. We're excited about it. We are in the process of finalizing our Compassionate Heart Award recipients. They'll be announced next Sunday. And it's May 2nd from 3 to 6 p.m. What we're looking for now is those donations that people give. Perhaps restaurants that might give gift certificates or spa packages or timeshares or different kinds of vacation packages, wine tastings or wine. Well, we're glad to take you, wine because we do wine tastings. We have savory food that's there, as well as a silent and live auction and a raffle. So it's a really fun day. Mark your calendars, and then if you think of something for an auction, there's a online, and here there's a way a form to fill out, as well as you can just email me to talk about it. I'll help you navigate through being able to do that. So I think that's enough for now, but if you have any questions, sheets of paper, website, and give you all you need. So now we start the sacred part of our service.
So let's pause in this moment, a rare moment to enjoy silence in a big group setting, and that extends to those online as well. You can feel this resonance, this silence that we're creating right now, created by the sacred tones of Diane. So let's just take a breath in and release. And I'd like to invite you to close your eyes as we go into this prayer. This prayer to invite God and open ourselves to God, to good, to divine love. Because the presence of God is always here. God is a vibration. God is a resonance. God is a feeling of mathematical music and creation. And when we listen to the silence, we hear God unknown. And when we listen to the world and to life, we hear God manifest. So let the music of God wash through you in this moment. Let God pulse through you in this moment. And feel the pulse of God within you. Reach deep within you to that special place that you know is God. Because you are capable of receiving as much God as you want, as much God as you can hold. So in this moment, open yourselves up, because you can open yourselves up to as much God, as much good as you want. And receive God and feel God in every part of you. Let God vibrate and hum. Because God and you are divine love, and we are all in this together, shining our lights in different and unique ways. And I say these words for each of you here and each of you online. The more love we are, the more love we create. And the more love we create, the more love wins. These words are truth. I know this truth, and I am thankful to say these words, and I am grateful to say these words, to speak these words. So let's continue to receive as much God as we can, and so it is. How does that feel? So from this feeling of feeling good and feeling God, I would like to invite you all to be superheroes this morning. And this is through a Tibetan Buddhist breathing technique, and it's called Zonglen. And the concept is that we breathe in the pain and the suffering in the world, and we alchemize this into love and compassion in our hearts, and that is what we breathe out, back out into the world. So it's a difficult thing to do because you feel like as a singular person that you're like taking in the suffering. But I know with what we just created that we can do this together, and you don't have to participate if you want to sit this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to guide you through 3 breaths, and it will be a breathe in, a hold, and a release. So let's begin. So I'd like you to imagine a dark smoke representing all the restricted thinking in the world. So if you just visualize this dark smoke, and let's go forward, let's breathe it in and transform it to love in our hearts as we hold it, and release that love, knowing that that is just a different polarity to the expansive thinking that we're able to hold here today. So let's go on to our second breath. So I'd like you to imagine this dark smoke again, and it's representing all the anger and resentment that's in the world right now. So let's go ahead, let's breathe it in into our hearts and purify it with light, and just release that light, release that love out into the world, just knowing that this is just a different polarity to the peace and love that we're able to feel. Last breath. So just imagine this dark smoke across the world, and it represents all the pain and the suffering of others. So let's breathe it in and alchemize it in our hearts to warmth and support, and just breathe out the compassion. Just knowing that that suffering is a different polarity to feeling separated, which is in opposition to the unity that we're able to touch today. So, we can save the world one breath at a time. And so it is. Okay.
Hold me in your embrace. Bless me with your gentle grace. Open me to give and receive this love that flows eternally. This love unconditional, existing beyond the stars in the sky. This love unconditional, steady flame of the Most High. This love unconditional, healing the mind, body and soul. This love unconditional, bringing us home, making us whole. Children of love, children of light, time to arise, lay down the fight. Your love is the path, your love is the key, inside and out, unconditional. unconditionally. We are tending the flame of the holy fire, igniting a movement with devotional desire, being the ones that we came here to be, creating our lives with love. We are free. With this love unconditional, existing beyond the stars in the sky, this love unconditional, steady flame of the Most High, this love unconditional, healing the mind, body, and soul, this love unconditional, bringing us home, making us whole. The time is now and the place is here to embrace all you are, to make friends with fear. Let love be the force that transforms all the pain. Surrender illusion, the truth we reclaim. Compassion in action, accepting all parts, polishing the mirror and offering our hearts. This world needs the medicine of presence and patience. You're perfect as you are, a divine manifestation of this love unconditional, existing beyond the stars in the sky, this love unconditional, steady flame of the Most High, this love unconditional, healing the mind, body, and soul, this love unconditional, bringing us home, making us whole.
It was beautiful, Diana. We never know whether to clap or just to sit here and just be after your song, so thank you, thank you. We're continuing our theme of Imagineering this month. It's a fun theme because we know it's more than imagination. It's more than just thinking things. It's more than thinking that if we say the right things or the right prayers that magic is going to happen, that we actually, there's work to be done to create our dreams. It came coined by Walt Disney, of course, the Disney engineers. It includes a whole team of designers and architects, and probably kids too, or at least people with a good inner child, to create not just how it's to look, but the experience of it. And that's so important for us as we go forward wanting to create a life that continues to evolve, is to imagine what experience we're seeking. Because if we rely just on our five senses, we can sometimes be deceived by those senses because what we are seeking is something beyond seeing and hearing something. And that's why this week in particular we are doing the theme of listening with our heart. And I think there's such value in understanding that, and because it is the heart and the soul that can perceive things beyond our basic five senses, that have the subtle intuition and the subtle synchronicities that happen in our lives, the subtle ways we create things. We've been going through this book by Marian Head called The Revolutionary Agreements. And we've gone through the first four that had to do with truth, that we agree to live our mission, to speak our truth with compassion, to look within when we react, and to keep doing what works and change what doesn't. And this week we move into the third of them, which is about acceptance and to listen with our heart, that we agree to listen with our heart. And I think acceptance is such a key part of what that is. But this listening thing is kind of interesting. I heard a humorous story about two children, young children, and they were brothers, and they shared a room with each other that they had to combine their room after their grandmother moved into the house with them. She was getting older and was slow to move, but always kind and generous to the boys. And so one of the younger two of the boys, one night before going to bed, decided to do some praying because he had a birthday coming up and he wanted to get a new bike. So he began to speak loudly to God about this new bike, all the details of his bike, using his loudest voice as possible. And his brother goes, "Hey, you don't have to shout the prayers. God's not hard of hearing." He goes, "I know God may not be hard of hearing, but I just want to cover all the bases because Grandma is." So just covering all our bases. God is not hard of hearing, but we often still think that there's a God out there that has ears or something, that we have to say a certain thing to gain favor. And we think this imagination we have as we continue to listen with our ears, the ears of our heart. But we think that our imagination sometimes, now I know if I ask you that, you said, "Oh, I don't believe this," but somewhere in our subtle beliefs, we still think that if we imagine something, we wish for something really, really hard, that somehow some form of something out there in the sky is going to deliver a package to us of what we've asked for. We don't see, if I ask you to say, "No, I don't believe in that God anymore." But at some level, I think we might still do that. Expect that. But instead, we need to replace that system of God, and I think that's why we use that word God less often these days. Because no matter how we frame it, how we talk about it, it still seems like we're talking about something with form out there that we have to please, to get approval, to seek favor, to have the life we want. And instead, words like universal presence, I think, works better for me, I know. Because when I say universal presence, I can't think of one thing up there. I can think of all things. A universal presence that supports me and opens us up to a greater life. I also know that this idea of the imagination that we're talking about, imagination is just one piece of creating the life we are seeking. If you look at this light bulb in the image here, imagination is one piece of it, but it also talks about curiosity, strategic plans, exploration, perception, tools and techniques, collaboration, creativity, mentoring, imagination, passion. So imagination is just one piece of it. And this is what Imagineering is about. It's more than just imagining it, wishing it, waving a magic wand as if it'll appear. I mean, Disney wants you to believe that's all you have to do. They have wishing wells. You throw the coin in the wishing well. As a kid, we all believed that. But it's more than that. And part of that is connecting with this universal presence that we can align with. Imagination is the what if, but there's also the what and the how. I have really resonated with Derek Rydell and his work in his book called Emergence. And I love this quote by him. "In this age of quick fixes and microwave mindsets, most of us want what we want, and we want it right now." Sounds like a kid, doesn't it? But we could be, as adults, we are like that. Whether it's an instant download speed, instant riches, or oompa loompa. But just as you can't force the farm to produce a harvest, you can't force your seed of potential to grow until it is ripe and ready. There's a divine order, divine unfoldment that happens in our lives, and we need to allow it rather than demanding it from something out there. Instead, we allow this greater sense of the divine that's around us. He goes on to say, a now familiar quote for you who've been around on Sundays quite a bit, about a plan without a vision is mediocrity. So we need that imagination. We need that vision, or our life is meh, And a vision without a plan, though, is fantasy. Believing God will do it for us is magical thinking. That's the Disney concept, right? Just wave a wand. We have work to do. Believing you can do it yourself is the ultimate arrogance. We need Spirit. We need this universal support. So plan your life as you're doing the work and live your life as God is. As God is moving through us and us. And it's so important. So the first thing I would say in this idea of moving forward with our imagination, imagineering, is to accept what is. And my favorite phrase around this is this or something better. Because you can't live in the future what you want until you are present with what is right now. And you have to be okay with what is right now. Accept this is what is, and I'm seeking something more. So this or something better. This can apply to your health, your housing, your job, your relationships, whatever it is. This or something better. I don't know about Mary, but I was in denial about this beautiful oak tree that's over our heads right now. It's about 50, 60 years old. And it needed some trimming. And we had a professional arborist tell us that. And I was going, oh no, I don't want anything to happen to that tree. I don't want it to change its shape. I love it the way it is. And then so I come to work one day and a branch had fallen down in the courtyard, about a 50, 70 pound branch. I go, oh. Blinding flash the obvious. We got to do something about this. So we did call the arborist out, and he got his crane out there, and Mary and I were watching him, and we were kind of sad about being cut away. And he cut over 1,000 pounds at least of branches. I mean, tons and tons of, not tons, but maybe a ton, but a lot of branches down. And we were just looking at that. You know, when he left, you know what was left? A beautiful tree that was more healthier, more vital, and didn't, like, the main thing he cut off was the extensions out to the ends of it that were so heavy. And this way, it's lighter now and able to support its weight. Sounds like us. Sometimes we hold on to what no longer serves us. We think that loss, we focus on the loss, and really if we let go and surrender, something greater comes through. Always something beautiful. And sometimes if we're not willing to forgive and surrender and allow, that greater beauty cannot come through. Like what Rydell talked about is the harvest that comes. We can't force it to come, but we need to do the work of planting the seeds, nurturing it, and allowing the greatness to come through. Allow a newness to come through. We've talked about, and this is the tree now. I mean, you'll see it out there. You don't even notice it, and now as the leaves are coming out, it'll be restored to absolute beauty. And what we know about the building we have here, we've been talking about this property and about different things we can do with it. And probably like your own house, you do that, you know. But we have to accept what is, and the truth is, we have a beautiful courtyard. We have a beautiful sanctuary. We have beautiful offices. We're supported by the lease next door. So this, now, you know, we can hold a vision for other things like an annex building or expanded foyer, but we can't have classes in something that's not there. We have to be here. You can't live in a house, in a relationship, in a job that's not where your experience is now. This or something better. And so this whole idea of opening up to this deeper ways, these strategic plans, these different ideas that we can do, we know that we create with this in deeper ways and deeper life. When we listen to the heart, we become curious because it's a natural part of curiosity. My older son actually, his name is Corey. And we limited both of our sons to how much media they could watch. Screen time, as it's called now. There was no other, there wasn't barely any computers then. But we had a small television, And he had a little chair, just a little chair that he sat in and watched that. And he said he was very a contemplative young child, just his nature. So he thought Sesame Street was too busy, too much going on. You know, Sesame Street, really? Okay. But he loved Mr. Rogers. And, you know, who couldn't love Mr. Rogers? And one day I was sitting on the sofa watching him just kind of doing some other things, and suddenly he fell back in his chair and just was sitting on his back looking up at the sky. And I had known enough by a parent now not to rush to see what was wrong. Are you okay? Are you okay? Just slowly I went over there and asked him if he was okay. And he goes, yes, my imagination got carried away. So I carefully put him back up. But it's okay if our imagination gets carried away with us, right? It's okay if this happens. Let us dream out to the way. I love what Rumi talks about. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell us. Don't go back to sleep. And not going back to sleep is a metaphor for us not listening with our heart. So don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. It's okay to dream. Don't go back to sleep, because the way you're going to find this is through your heart. People are going back and forth across the door sill. Where the two worlds touch, the door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Keep your heart and your mind and your soul open to possibilities. And the way we do that is to be curious. Allow these questions to come up, and don't be quick to answer the questions. Allow them to be open. There's a theory in quantum physics that the longer you can stay in the question, the more expansive the solution will be. But when we close it off because of our discomfort of the ambiguity of questions, then sometimes we have settled for something less than what we're capable of, something less than what we really want with our dreams. So we expand this idea and we allow it to continue to open up in greater ways. And finally, we listen with our heart, and we know that we are supported by the universe. When we are listening with our heart, we recognize this universal presence that's all around us, that does support us. It connects with us. It is us. I'm finishing up this class this week on ancient wisdom, and the thing that we've been studying are ancient faiths, ancient cultures, and they all of them resonated with the idea there's a universal presence, and this idea of being in community, being in a clan. You have this synchronicity and this culmination, this holistic feel of spirit with this group. You dance together, you sing together, you do rituals together. It's the same feeling we're feeling here because we're coming from the heart. We're listening to our heart and feeling this connection. I also come back to Ernest Holmes and his writings because I love what he said. He said, you, like all others, are seeking the joy of living. You wish to be needed, to be loved, to be included in the great drama of life. This urge is in every individual. It is in everything. The rose exists to express its beauty. Root and branch conspire with nature to give birth to blossoms. We are all some part of a universal order. The very urge for personal gratification is incomplete until it finds a universal outlet. That is the cause back of all upheavals in human history. The pattern is trying to fit the pieces into greater and greater units as though it could not accomplish its purpose through anything other than a union of all. He goes on to say, you belong to the universe in which you live. You are the one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, this original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air. There is something in you telling you this, like a voice echoing from some mountaintop of inward vision, like a light whose origin no human has seen, like an impulse welling up from an invisible source. We hear this. Your soul belongs to the universe. Your mind is an outlet through which the creative intelligence of the universe seeks fulfillment. So we hear this with our heart. We can't see this or hear this with our eyes and ears. It is something deeper in our soul that we can hear this, that our soul belongs to this universe, and our mind is an outlet through which the creative intelligence of the universe seeks fulfillment. Finally, one more, a longer quote. He says, or that was the longer quote. Okay, that was all of it, I guess. So he, in this way, opens us up to listening with our heart in big and small ways, that we are the Imagineer. We are the outlet through which Spirit expresses itself. That we know there's a greater self in this, and that the soul belongs to the universe. It's an outlet through which creative intelligence of the universe seeks fulfillment. Through all of us individually and all of us collectively. So I'd like you to turn to your neighbor and just say to them, I listen with my heart. Diana. So what's your next song? Is this, it's about the heart, right?
Yeah, it's the one that was on by
The very first. Way back here.
Yeah.
Okay. This one
Yeah.
is the next song. Okay. All right. So go ahead and play that, and I'm going to pray after that. So Diana has a song for us, and then I'll do some prayer.
In this sacred space is where I open my heart and feel the love. In this sacred space is where I open my eyes and see the light. In this sacred space is where I open up, become one. Raise your voice, we have the choice to heal this land. Raise your voice, we have the choice to heal this land. Raise your voice, we have the choice to heal this land. If you listen, listen. If you listen, listen to the sound of your heart. Listen, listen. Just listen, listen to the sound of your heart. Listen, listen. Listen, listen to the sound of love. Listen, listen. Listen, listen to the sound.
sound of our heart to the song of love within us. We know it is the divine presence, the universal presence that continues to be with us wherever we go, continues to support us. We know this is the divine presence within us, and it moves through us and is us, and we are so grateful for that today. As we listen with our heart and know the truth of who we are. And so it is. One more time through the chorus.
Listen, 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 listen to the sound of your heart. Listen, listen, oh listen, listen to the sound of love. Listen, 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 listen to the sound of your heart. Listen, 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 listen to the sound of love.
Thank you. That was beautiful. And thank you for listening to your heart and being present in community today. So, this is a time in our service we invite you to be part of the law of circulation. We know that that which you give continues to open your heart up as you listen to your heart and you listen to the greater universal presence within it. So if our ushers can come forward. We have a variety of ways that you can give to the center. We know many of you give to the center through online pay or different ways. And we appreciate all the ways that you support our vision and mission. So if you'll take your hand and put it over your heart to represent that which you've given in the past or in the future, or today or in the future, and we say, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I emulate. And so it is.
Breathing in, I receive all the love that you share, all the bounty and blessings that have always been there. Breathing in, I receive all I need to survive and thrive. Yes, I thrive. And what can I give in return for these blessings of life? Yes, what can I give in return? I must learn. I must learn reciprocity. Breathing out, may I give to all who've nourished me, the earth, moth, plants, waters, animals and seeds. Breathing out, may I give
reciprocity.
I love that song. That's one of your originals, right? Yeah, I heard that. It's on Spotify and different places you can buy. Yeah, so that look that up. Reciprocity, and Diana Egezi. So it's great. This time in our service, when we want to welcome anybody who might be here for the first time, if you're willing to raise your hand, we have a pamphlet for you to look at and let it give you more information about who we are. Anybody here for the first time willing to raise your hand? Thank you for being with us today. We also appreciate those of you who continue to be here, or it's the first time you've been in here in a while, or maybe it's one of the first, you're getting used to this community a little more, so we are grateful you're here with us. So we have an affirmation today, a blessing of our new person as well as everybody else. We just raise our hands and we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community, and so it is. We also welcome anybody online who might be here for the first time, and your continuing support. We should certainly appreciate it. And invite practitioners to come forward, please. So we ask that you, if you so want to seek prayer with the practitioners today, please just stay in your seat. As the slide here says, just remain in the sanctuary. But if you are wanting to have conversation, please take your conversation gently out into the courtyard so we can create a sacred space for prayer. Thank you for doing that. Also want to let you know, those people online, there's a great prayer discussion that Rob Ward is hosting, one of our practitioners. Right after this, the QR code will tell you where it is, or you can just follow the link there and be glad, and he'll be there shortly after the service, and there will be some questions he'll talk to you about, or if you want prayers, that'd be a great way to do that. So Rob Ward will be there. So grateful to have him with us and monitoring the online. Thank you, Rob, and thank you everybody who might want to go to that. Let's welcome our youth in now. We need some sort of music with that, don't we? Come on up. You can grab that green mic over there. You want to grab? No, that one's tied up. Can you get the white mic or whatever mic that is? Hang on here. Here, let's just pull it off here. So Monica, what were you guys doing today?
We were talking about how all gifts don't come in packages, and
Oh.
sometimes there's gifts that are not
Seeable, and gifts that are they're just love, and they're just kisses, and they're just hugs, and they're just good wishes. And so our affirmation is, can you say it? No, okay, it's all right. That all gifts aren't wrapped in presents. They're always around us, and we just give thanks for that.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. So we raise our hands with the blessing, and we say, we love you, we care about you, and we're here for you. Grateful for everybody being here today, especially our youth. If we'll all stand for the community affirmation. And repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I am guided by wisdom.
I'm protected by love.
I'm protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
And so it is. All right, we need to make room for our musician to come up here. And is it Pool of Love?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can find that one. There it is.
So this is a cappella. May the pool of love we have gathered here spread its wings
I know our love does bless everyone. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you, Diana, today. Have a great Sunday.
Welcome to the Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. We are a vibrant, inclusive, and spiritual community that seeks to live intentionally, love unconditionally, and see God in all people and in all faiths. We believe the work we do in prayer and in the community creates a world that works for all cultures, races, orientations, and faiths. For over 60 years, we have practiced thinking globally and acting locally to help awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Annually, hundreds of people actively participate in our services, classes, events, and in our Spanish-speaking ministry. And we are training the next generation of spiritual leadership in our ministerial school. In the last few years, because of apparent divisions politically and socially, and because of threats to basic human rights, we have magnified our application of Science of Mind principles with engagement and compassionate action in the greater Napa Valley community. Our members have participated in women's marches, pride events, and we have hosted speakers on racial issues. We have empowered and mentored diverse leaders in our community and given scholarships to diverse ministerial students. We have donated over 4,000 pounds of food to our local food bank. Our spiritual director, Reverend Jay Lang, has facilitated an interfaith leadership group to hold public prayer vigils and 9/11 commemorations in participation with Jews, Muslims, and Christians. We have fostered the creation of a beloved community in the larger Napa Valley area by honoring community heroes at events and tithing to and partnering with a dozen different nonprofits that share our vision. Together, we've created a Martin Luther King Day of Service where over 1,200 participated in community service annually. The leadership of our parent organization, the Centers for Spiritual Living, headquartered in Golden, Colorado, recognized our community for all of the outstanding, compassionate work we've been doing over the last few years with the 2022 Meritorious Community Award. As we move forward to do this work of the heart, to awaken the world to its spiritual magnificence, will you join us as we continue to ascend to new heights and create a world that works for everyone?